Hi guys, and welcome to Baron's Gambit. Today I'm going to be taking a look at the First for Figures Sword Kirby Exclusive Edition. Long and storied history with this particular character, going back to 1992, the very first Game Boy game. Yep, that's sadly how old I am. This particular ability he's molded with here, coming from the sequel, actually. Indirect sequel, I guess, on the NES in 1993. One of my favorite abilities throughout the series, so I'm going to stop yabbering on and let's get the box open and see what's inside. So to kick things off, let's take a look at the exterior box. As we can see, we've got Kirby front and center, quite prominent. Some nice little window boxes showcasing the figure from some other angles. A bit of blurb on the back about the figure itself, the inspiration behind it, and a little bit about the sculptors. Some more window art, and back to front and center, what will hopefully be a striking likeness to the finished product once we've actually got it open. But first, I need to get busy with the polystyrene. Back in a second. Okay, there we go. And we got a nice etched image of the figure on the front. Very classy. Not that I'm ever going to see it again, ever. My certificate of authenticity, to make me feel super special. And not just another number, I guess. And it's pink and purple, but mainly pink. Let's get that box open. Pre-cut, how professional is that? And closer look at the contents. What should we pick first? Let's have a look at the base. Which appears to be remarkably free of any imperfections, paint running over, etc. Let's get that plastic off. Look at that. Nice even finish, power button for the special light up feature, which we'll have a look at later on. And I was expecting it to come dented or scratched. I've had that kind of problem before in a couple of other models, but it's looking good. It's looking really good. Moving swiftly along to the next piece of the puzzle. Take a look at the little sword flash effect. I was a little bit concerned again that might be scratched and pitted. I've had that problem on a couple of other high-end collectibles, similar kind of blue crystals. The Staff of Radagast comes to mind from Weta Workshop, The Hobbit. That was a bit of a nightmare, but this one's looking pretty intact. And the sword kind of reminds me a little bit of the Sword of Omens from Thundercats. Don't really know why, but again, pristine. Nice color combination, well finished. There's no bleeding of the paint. Pegs nice and secure. Very, very pleased. And now on to the main event. The bobble. No, I'm just kidding. But again, very, 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 very evenly finished. Kudos to First for Figures and their production facilities. Everything is coming up roses so far. Let's have a look at Kirby, if I can actually get the plastic bag off him. Give me a minute. And again, I can't stress enough how remarkable it is. I know it's a limited edition, but it's still in a certain extent mass-produced, and there's really nothing I can argue about, nothing I can nitpick. The paint finish is incredibly consistent. From the sword to the crystal, just all the components just blend together so well. Let's see if we can put them together. Have a look at the finished article. Okay, so we've got him on his base. I'm not convinced about the positioning. I may have got that catastrophically wrong, but we're about to find out. Get the bobble on there. A little bit concerned that would come off relatively easily due to the angle of the pin, but it snugs. Fits in very snugly, he meant to say. Get that sword in that hand. Look at his expression. He means business. This is one pink puffball you do not want to mess with. Nicely done. And now the flash. Moment of truth. Yep, he cocked it up. Rather spectacularly. No excuses. Should have done some research. Really didn't. No, still horribly wrong. Still warmer, hot. No, cold, cold, cold. So freaking cold. So cold. Try again. There we go. That's more like it. Warrior Kirby at your service, and looking good. Looking very good. As I've said, consistent paint, lovely sculpt, no mold lines, nothing like that whatsoever. Just a beautiful figure to add to my collection. Very, very pleased indeed. And so we come to the end, and I've got to say I'm very, very pleased with the end product. This collectible looks amazing. It really does. Footage does not do it justice. There is pretty much nothing I can quibble about, and quibbling is a very big hobby of mine, so kind of a downer in that respect, but still. The only thing I really need to figure out now is where to put him, because he's not exactly a tiny collectible, and he's quite weighty, so I'll have to find a suitable place. And somewhere adjacent to what will be a spot for Meta Night, which should be arriving next month. Again, looking very, very much forward to that. And a couple of other First for Figure pre-orders down the line. The Various suit of Samus Aran, and also the Artorias the Abyss Walker from Dark Souls. So thank you very much for taking the time to watch the video. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.